It is great to be here one more time today. And my name is Gary Fowler, and I'm the CEO, president, and founder of GSD Get You Done Venture Studios, premier AI and quantum venture studio located in the heart of Silicon Valley. I've been involved in 17 startups and several unicorns. I was on the original management team of Click Software, which was sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion, and also Eva.ai, an AI HR tech company that I co-founded with Dr. David Yang. We believe at GST that intellectual capacity is evenly spread around the world, but opportunities are not. And with that, I'd like to introduce my incredible guest, Dr. Anurag Rai. He's a professor, he's an entrepreneur, he's an innovator, and he's from India. So he's got an incredible background. He's got a postgraduate work in power systems, having industrial and academic knowledge, solar technology, and also a green technology consultant. With that, I'd like to introduce Dr. Rai. Hi, Dr. Rai. How you doing today? You're on mute. Dr. Rai, you're on mute. You're on mute, Dr. Rai. You need to unmute your mic. Yes, there you are.
Okay. Yes. Hello, Gary. Nice to be connected with you. And it's evening here in India, and there is morning at yours, and so completely a 12-hour time difference, 10.5 hour of time difference is there. So it's great to be with you in this discussion.
No, same here. So tell me a little bit about it. So you started your entrepreneurial journey. You got your degree at the National Institute of Technical Teachers and Training and Research in Power Systems, and then you went on to get your PhD. Was it hard to get your PhD at Rabindranath Tagore University? Was it difficult in engineering? How was it?
So actually, it is more about a pace. I am by profession I am electrical engineer, and I have done my engineering in electrical and electronics engineering, and then after that I have done my masters in power systems. So it is one of the branch of electrical engineering where we learn about how to transmit electricity from one location to another location and focus on many other things. So my focus area was microgrid and how rural electrifications we can do. So then after my masters, I opted for teaching in university, one of the technical university of Madhya Pradesh, and then I went for my PhD. So in PhD also my research area is similar for rural electrification and microgrid strengthening. So that's how the entrepreneurial journey has also begun, where when I came to know that there is lot of synergy going on around the world in renewable technology. So I am a trainer in skill development in the area of solar technology. So Surya Mitra and all other kind of things. So in Indian perspective, we have a very much focused area which already at yours and in eastern part of the world has already been taken at very good pace. It is called skill development. So in Indian perspective, skill development was under development during the period of 2012, 13, and 14. So I was actually a student of National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research. So their skill development and their focus area was with them, that how skill development can be taken to the masses. So I was, as being a student, I got those opportunity also there. And when I went to my PhD research work, so I start doing this training programs also. So I have trained more than 900 solar technicians also in this skill development journey with different organizations as a whole, where
Yo, so we lost the connection there. Huh. So he said he developed a lot of skills. He's talking about the Indian ecosystem, the consultancy and training related to renewable technologies, the solar plant installation that he's done work on, e-vehicles, R&D, biogas, plant installation and maintenance. So he's got a really rounded area. The thing that's really interesting about Dr. Rai is that Dr. Rai works a lot on technology and innovation, and specifically at KLIC, Kalchuri LNCT Group Incubation Centers. So he's the director there today, and this is in Bhopal, India. So he's got quite a robust background, and hopefully he'll be able to come back. It looks like he's lost his internet connection. But for all of you out there, it's great to have you here today. And, look at some of the challenges that are taking place around the world. Look at the idea of how solar can really impact each and every one of us, how it can really help us to be able to deal with the population density and increases going from 8.1 billion to 13 billion by the end of this century. So Dr. Rai's back. Hey, Dr. Rai, we lost you. Can you hear us?
actually there is some technical glitch, so I was lost and then reconnected. So sorry for that.
Yeah, no problem. So tell us, so you're doing you've got the Kalchuri LNCT Group Incubation Centers. Tell us a little bit of what's happening there.
So at Kalchuri LNCT Group Incubation Center, we are creating synergy across whole India for creating awareness about entrepreneurship, supporting startups, nurturing new and innovative ideas at their very beginning stage, and then supporting them with good mentoring support, providing them go-to-market strategies, scaling up support via VC firms, angel investment network, and also as GSD Venture Studio. From our inception of Kalchuri Incubator Foundation, we are connected with GSD also. So lot of mentoring and all kind of stuffs we are doing. So we have four stages of startups to be selected. So first stage is Tinker, second stage is Aspire, third stage is Accelerate, and fourth stage is Augment. So in first two stages, Tinker and Aspire, it is pre-incubation stage where any innovator come to us, we evaluate their ideas, and we found that if they are in very nascent stage or very initial stage of their development, so we start providing them whole tools and techniques of business model canvas, designing of their own things in such a way so that they can take their uh, oath of being an entrepreneur to the next level, because choosing an entrepreneurship is already a very difficult task, and in nation like us where we are developing nation, so it is almost become very much difficult on other note also, because uh, as we are having very currency differences also. For example, our Indian rupee against a dollar, so the markable difference is very high. Similarly, in euros also, the markable difference between Indian rupees and euros is very high. So parting those things, is very much is very difficult for Indian entrepreneurs. So focusing them that you have to develop your product at bootstrapping. What are those bootstrapping technologies? So in this initial stage of Tinker and Aspire, we provide those things, and we take lot of support and help from our partners also. For example, that you are also partner, other VC firms and other mentoring networks are also partner of us. Banking networks are partner. So whole synergies and networking also is required. Then in accelerate and augment stage, so go to market strategy is startup, those who are in GTM or in pre-traction stage, or those who are in growth stage. So then we take those startups in those mode, and then we connect to the acceleration program. So we run our own acceleration program called Aspire Accelerator. 2 seasons of Aspire Accelerator we have already been done, and we have done 2 demo days also. GSD was part of our board demo days, as we always invite you guys, and your team always been connected to us in our demo days, and in between also. In December 2021 we have hosted your session also. So that was the synergy what we are building, because we are sitting in central India. We are facilitating and acting as a catalyst towards the whole nation. And then we are not only limiting our boundaries to India as a whole, we are extending our boundaries and things to other states and continents also. So that is and this session is also one of the biggest example that how we are bringing those synergies towards our nation, and also connecting to other nations also.
No, no, it's fantastic. I mean, it's incredible. Now, how many people do you have in your university right now? How many students do you have?
So in our university, we are having so actually we are group of college and universities. So in our group of college and university, we are having 27,000 students. So we have students from all different domains: medical domain, engineering domain, law, architecture, then pharmaceutical, and other allied sectors also. So that is why our focus sector to provide mentoring to different domain of startups also being very much strengthened when we have different disciplines to be at one place, and we have different lab facilities and all. So plug and play facility with us. So we start doing mentoring, we start selecting our peoples in those domain, and then we start providing them support via our different resources.
You know, we just had a comment in India, technology based entrepreneurship development programs with the support of incubation centers is giving confidence to young graduates. And you're right about it because it's people just like you, Dr. Rai, that's giving those confidence to those entrepreneurs. They're going to make the difference. I mean, if we look at it, you're really a breeding ground for opportunity and your breeding ground for innovation and technology. Now, what we got to do is just foster it. It's like having a flower in the springtime. We got to foster it to help it grow, make sure it has the right nutrients. But it sounds like you're doing the right stuff. So, if you look at it, I mean, the entire entrepreneur system. When you have over 1 billion people, there's a lot of really incredible technologists. There's a lot of really incredible engineers and business folks. How do you help them to be really focused to go to the global market?
So, regarding engineering, technology, and integration, so I will give a small example. For example, when when a startup come to us, they give their whole presentation and things that we want to develop this technology and all. and there are a lot of things. A buzzword, a whole world is having that blockchain is there, artificial intelligence and machine learning is there, and whole things was there. So we are having very good medical stuff and things. So we start focusing on telehealthcare, telemedicine, and all. So we have a few good startups in telehealthcare. So one of our startup, Apyromedica, so they have created telehealthcare and all. So they started linking their each and every technology with with blockchain, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and they are creating different medical stuffs. So so when entrepreneur come to us, we start facilitating them with our resources. We are providing them resources of our hospitals. We are providing them satellite clinic support. We are providing them lab and machinery support, because the machineries and equipments in medical are very costly, because a startup can't afford it. But when, as an incubator, I have those assets of my own, then when I facilitate them, they start creating the new technology, which is required by nation also, and which is required by world also. So these magic happens when we integrate different things.
It's interesting. We just had Quentin ask that, there's incredible amount of technical expertise that you have really, underneath you. And, he says, I'm constantly asked by startup founders, how can I find a technical co-founder to help me bring my idea to life? There's such a rise of entrepreneurship in India that many startups are able to find technical co-founders from recently graduated engineers. But here's the point, Dr. Rai. We need to go global. We need to be able to not just the Indian market, but the global market. We've got 8.1 billion people on the planet. There's so many incredible opportunities. I mean, look at Silicon Valley. What is it? Probably 20 to 30% of the top executives in Silicon Valley have gone to places like IIT and IIM and your school, right? They've gone to universities just like yours. It's just incredible. How do they connect? How do entrepreneurs around the world connect with those graduated engineers from your school? How would they do that into the startups?
So, well said, Gary, that there are a lot of stuff going around in India. So we are the largest startup ecosystem, third largest startup ecosystem of world. So recently, a data in India said that we have 88,000 startups registered in India, and 107 unicorns, and out of these 52% startups are from tier 2 and tier 3 cities of India, because in India we have
Dr. Rai,
very diverse
what is a tier
diversity
two?
in terms of
Tell us what it
geographical and physical system. And out of these, 42% are women entrepreneurs who are leading those startups. So these are some magical figures which our Indian government has given to us. And yesterday itself we celebrated National Startup Day also. So how we can connect with providing platform for connecting co-founders and connecting with the globe, uh, that a simple platform can be created. For example, you are creating a platform, we are here, and incubators like us, there are many incubators like us. So you can connect to ISBA. ISBA is Incubators Association of India, where almost each and every incubator is connected. And then there are a lot of startups are connected with those incubators. And when there is a problem statement come to us, that how we can connect a co-founder to your platform, or if there is someone who is looking a co-founder in India, so those things can be done in very easy manners. by connecting the dots.
Yeah, so I got a question for you. You said a tier two and tier three city. How big is a tier two city in India? How much? What's the population?
According to population of tier 2 and tier 3 cities, so it is 2 crore, less than 1 crore population.
Less than what?
Uh, so it is less, it is around 2 billion population.
2 million population. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing, unbelievable. Wow.
So
And what kind
population index, India is almost second largest uh, 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 in terms of population. So after China, India is coming. So we have 157 crore population, people in India. So that is something different. But based on the growth index, our tier 2 and tier 3 cities are decided. So we have tier 1 cities, tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, and then smart city structures. So now smart city structures has also been introduced in India, where lot of developments are going on in emphasizing that how we can provide a modernized city cultures to be facilitated.
interesting. So what
And in
happened?
smart city cultures, we are providing incubation centers and incubators cultures also.
What about cities like Bangalore? Right, Bangalore's been known for do tech. Right, so it's a tech city. What's happening with cities like Bangalore today? How are they evolving?
So Bangalore is already, as you are saying, it is a tech city, and it is tech hub of world also, because many big tech companies are having their head offices and their working offices there. So they are already tier one cities in India, and there lot of tech companies are there, and almost good number of startups are having their head offices also at Bangalore and Hyderabad and Pune. So with the ecosystem there is very rich, because you can get good technical stuff, technical support team and technical assistance team there. Despite of the fact in tier 2 and tier 3 cities you does not get that much proficient peoples, or competent enough people, because the whole competent stuff is focused in Bangalore, Pune, and Hyderabad, or Noida.
Got it. Wow, it's amazing. I mean, what incredible. And a lot of those cities had done software development, offshore development, have really grown to products, right? So a lot of the people that have built those, have done the development, have now turned into product companies. It's incredible. So what's your vision? What's going to happen over the next year? What's going to happen over the next 5 years? I mean, you're doing incredible things, but how do you go down through and with your incubation center, Kalchuri, how how is it going to evolve? What do you think is going to happen over the next year, and what do you foresee over the next 5 years?
So there are two questions you have asked. First is how the culture of India to be in next 5 years, and then how our incubators, Kalchuri LNCT Group Incubation Center to be in next 5 years. So I will answer first and then second. So in India, the era of entrepreneurship is going to be at its peak in next 5 years. So in upcoming 5 years, we may be going to surpass the second and first leading position of startup ecosystem of the world. So we will become definitely the uh, the biggest startup ecosystem of the world in next upcoming 5 years, because we have those potential, and peoples are doing. And after this COVID, peoples came down to India back, and they are developing lot of things from here, and they are providing resources to the world from sitting at India. So that will be the game changing position which India is going to have. And being an incubator, Kalchuri LNCT Group Incubation Center, and leading it on the node. So we want to be global in next 5 years, and we want to be connected with other good acceleration programs, so that we can start supporting our startups, so that from the day they enter into our incubation programs, they will have potential to be global, so they can start getting connected to the global network, global environment, and they can have access of all those good facilities which global acceleration programs and global incubators are having. So we want to provide them the best out of the best thing. And with this, we want to have at least 5 to 6, not unicorn, but maybe unicorns at our incubation center, so that they can also lead the world in upcoming days of time.
No, that's great. It's amazing. And so how does, that you've got IIT and IIM. Everybody, I mean, they talk about IIT and IIM, but I mean, where you're coming from at Kalchuri, you're growing like crazy. How do you work with IIT or IIM, or are you just, so are you moving in another direction, in another positive direction? How does that work?
So it is very common buzzword in our nation that if you are a successful guy, so you have to be from IIT or IIM. But actually, I was from NITRRR. So there are only four NITRRR's, National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research, in our nation. So my alma mater is also very equivalent to IITs and IIM,
I
and they come also one of the institute of repute in India. So the potential of faculties and potential of resource which nurtured us is of same level. So the level of difference is not there. And in fact, the one of the fact is that IIT Madras and NITRRR Madras, it is now named as Chennai. So Madras city is now named as Chennai. So they are very adjacent to each other. So it is like that. But I am graduate of NITRRR Bhopal. So the difference is not very much there in teaching and providing facility. So the global vision come from there. So it is the fact that global vision come from your institute, where you got education, where you got many different differentiating factors and good stuff. So those things comes from there. So and in between the journey of this research and entrepreneurship, lot of peoples will being connected, and lot of learning of entrepreneurship is also there.
No, it's great. Well, you've done well. We're coming up to the top of the show. So, what are your closing thoughts, and how do people get a hold of you? How do people reach out to you? LinkedIn, Gmail, or what's the best way? So, what are your closing thoughts, and how do people get a hold of you?
So at my closing talk, so I want to say that if we are having a perseverance in our journey, and we want to achieve good things, so we have to be consistent towards our goal, our moral, and uh, uh, and our aspiration. So if we are very positive, we are correct towards what we want to achieve, then we will start getting the peoples in our journey, and we will start connecting towards the wider network which is going to support you. So just stick to your journey. Believe that if uh, the harder the journey, the greater the goal you are going to achieve. Because if you can't do it, then anyone can't able to do it, because what you have achieved and what you have focused and what you have learned, others can't learn until and unless you crack it. So we are the torch bearer in the journey of entrepreneurship. So we have to be focused on those notes.
Oh, I like that. The torchbearer of the entrepreneur journey. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Sounds great. And what's the best way for people to get a hold of you, Dr. Rai? How can they
So
reach you? LinkedIn, what do you prefer?
I prefer LinkedIn.
Okay. So what do they just go to Anurag Rai, Dr. Anurag Rai, go to LinkedIn and he'll be happy to talk to you. He's got an incredible program. He's an incredible guy. He's a visionary. He's an innovator, and he's in one of the most incredible ecosystems on the planet Earth. So thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to join us today, Dr. Rai. It's great seeing you. And to all of my guests today, thank you for joining GSD Presents Silicon Valley AI and Tech, and I am your host, Gary Fowler. Stay happy, stay safe, and stay healthy. Stay tuned for another exciting edition coming later this week. Take care, everybody. Bye bye, and good luck.